Good news, Natalie. I'm happy to inform you that I've found a husband for you. Huh? The wedding will be held on the second Sunday next month, so be sure to get to the Hasburg Hotel in Huxington City by 8 a.m. It will be a small ceremony for immediate family members only, but I trust you'll refrain from doing anything to offend the groom's family. Who are you? I'm your mother, Natalie. What are you talking about? My mother died 3 years ago. Who are you? Is this a prank? No, you silly girl. I'm not that mother. You're aware that your father is remarried, are you not? No, I was not aware of that, so get talking. Oh, I am your father's new wife. Since your birth mother has passed away and I am now married to your father, then it now falls to me to take on the duties of being your mother. I trust you'll treat me with all the respect that I'm due from this point on. Hard pass. Excuse me? I just remembered who you are. You're Jennifer, right? You're the woman my dad cheated on my mom with. You're the one who broke up their marriage. But if I recall correctly, when my mom and dad got divorced, I was under the impression that dad broke things off with his mistress, too. That was one of the conditions that mom laid out in order to agree to an amicable divorce. So if you don't mind me asking, why in the world are you married to my dad now? My, oh my, Natalie, I had no idea you were aware of all that. I may have never met you in person, but after things settled down, I did hear an explanation of what went down. I see. Well, I suppose I have no reason to hide anything from you, so I'll tell you everything. It is true that your father and I broke up after the divorce, but 1 year ago, after I heard your birth mother passed away, we got back together. I wasn't going to pass up on the opportunity to marry an eligible bachelor like your father. A wealthy businessman who owns his own company? Oh, it's like a dream come true. And since the person who demanded we break up is no longer in the picture, or in this world, I don't see any reason for me to hold myself back from getting exactly what I want. I see. You're just as much of a vile, home-wrecking harpy as you always were. Excuse me? I haven't spoken to my father since the divorce, and I don't plan to ever contact him again. So by all means, Jennifer, do as you wish with him. It's no business of mine. Goodbye. Christy, I've got big news, and not the good kind. Uh-oh, what's wrong, Natalie? You remember that deplorable Jennifer woman? Apparently, our deplorable dad got remarried to her. What? Yeah, she sent me a text earlier today. I guess she found out that Mom died about a year ago, and they got married soon afterward. You have got to be kidding me. I don't know how she got my number, but I bet our idiot dad left it in his contacts list even though I blocked him years ago. Oh, and get this. You know what else she said to me? She said that because our real mom is dead and she's married to our dad now, she has to carry out the duties of being my mother. Like, who talks like that? And the cherry on the cake, she said, quote, I trust you will treat me with all the respect that I am due from this point on. Unbelievable. Right? Obviously, I told her what she could do with herself right away after that. Man, that woman is evil personified. Seriously, she is the worst. Oh, but before that, she also said something really weird to me. How can it get any weirder at this point? She said that my wedding is next month. Your wedding? That's news to me. Yep, and it was news to me too. She said it's the second Sunday of next month. She even gave me a time and place for everything. I can just ignore that, right? Like, just completely blow her off? Of course you can. I mean, that's not how this works. You don't just pick someone for the daughter of a man whose marriage you broke up and expect her to actually marry him. That's insane. Those were my thoughts exactly. Not to mention, I already have plans to hang out with you that day. Yes, and I am so excited. It's going to be great. And even if we didn't have plans that day, there's no way we would ever listen to what either of those two scumbags have to say. Natalie, the wedding is about to start, but How can we start the wedding without you, the bride? Where are you? If you were going to be late, you had an obligation to let me know. I gave you a time and place. I won't let you say I didn't tell you. Huh? Do you have any idea how upset the groom is right now? Wait a minute. I remember you talking about that like a month ago. Did you actually go through with it? Of course I did. I told you that you were getting married today, and I meant it. Well, that's odd. I don't have a boyfriend right now, and I don't have any plans to get married in the near future, so... Natalie, I am your mother, and you will get married to the man I selected for you. What? He's going to take such wonderful care of you. You'll be like a princess in a castle. His family is fabulously wealthy, and he's 40 years old, so he's a very stable and reliable man. He's 40? Sure, you might feel that there's a bit of an age gap between you right now, but as the years go by, I'm sure you'll come to forget all about it. If this is some kind of joke, it's not funny. Joke? Oh, Natalie, dear, I'm totally serious. I even have a marriage certificate right here in my hands. All it needs is your signature. Oh, so you're serious? Well, in that case, you're a psychopath. Natalie! You will do as your mother tells you this instant. My mother? I'm sorry, who are you talking about? I already told you, Natalie, I am your mother. Your birth mother is dead and gone. Now that I've married your father, it falls to me to become your new mother. I'd rather die. Excuse me? Oh, was I unclear? Well, let me spell it out for you. I would sooner die than ever call a vicious, lying, manipulative whore like you my mother. What did you just call me? I will never call anyone my mom except for my real mom. Oh, enough of this childish talk. What you say has no weight in the matter. I've arranged for you to be married. End of story. Now hurry up and get yourself to the hotel, you rebellious little girl. At your age, your hopes of ever getting married decline exponentially by the second. Men want young, healthy, fertile women, Natalie. With the man I've chosen for you, you'll be loved dearly and treated like royalty. I honestly don't see why you object to this. It's an excellent arrangement for you. At my age? What is this, the Middle Ages or something? Get a grip. Natalie, don't you dare talk back to me. I am your mother. Goodbye. I see you're not going to see reason. Fine, I'll have to take matters into my own hands. Don't go anywhere. I'm coming to pick you up right now. You're getting married today. Hey, Natalie, how's it going? I've got some information about what's going on over there in Crazyland. You did? How? I called the lawyer that helped Mom out back when they were going through the divorce. I thought that since he was a mutual acquaintance of both Dad and Mom, that he might know something about what Dad's up to these days. And you know what the first thing out of his mouth was when I asked him about the wedding? Huh, I heard that it was his older daughter's wedding going on today. I was not expecting that. Wait a second. So you mean to say that the wedding today wasn't supposed to be for me? It was supposed to be for you? Apparently, Dad's been out of the country on business for the last 5 months. The talk about having this arranged marriage started about a month before that. With Dad going overseas in short order, he told Jennifer that she could take care of all the preparation by herself. And one more thing. Dad was supposed to be there at the wedding today, but he got into some accident over there and got hurt pretty bad, so he's not there. What in the world is going on with those people? I'm not done yet. There's more. Hold on just a second. That harlot sent me another text. For real? If you have anything else that you think I should know, go ahead and send it all to me by text. If need be, I can give her a message with anything you want me to tell her. Gotcha. I'll do that. I've come to pick you up, Natalie. Now hurry up and get ready. We've got to get you married. I'm curious, where are you at right now? Where else? I'm out in front of your apartment building, knocking on the door. Now open up. I know you can hear me. Ooh, so close. You did manage to get one thing right. Me and my older sister did live in that apartment for a while. Unfortunately, though, you're a few months too late. We've already moved out. What? Your older sister? But you're the oldest of the sisters, aren't you? Nope, I'm the younger sister. What? I thought Natalie was the older sister and Christy was the younger sister. Well, you got it backwards, you moron. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. I got the names mixed up. Did Dad tell you our names and ages, or what? Now that you mention it. He did talk about the two of you sometimes, but he only ever referred to you by name. I don't think he ever told me which of you was older than the other. Well, looks like you probably should have asked first, huh? That would have saved you a lot of time and embarrassment. Good grief, what a debacle. But no matter, this is only a minor change of plans. If you can't get married, Christy will be the one getting married today. Let her know where the wedding is taking place, will you? Hate to burst your bubble, but Christy's already married. Oh, no. Yep, they got married 6 months ago, and they've moved out of state to the city where her husband grew up. Oh, this is terrible. So, yeah, in other words, this wedding you planned today, you're gonna have to call it off. Nonsense! Your sister may be married, but you aren't. Are you for real right now? Tell me where you are right now. I'll come and pick you up as quickly as I can. Jennifer? We still have plenty of time to get to the courthouse before it closes. We can submit your marriage certificate today. I'm 15. You're, 15? I'm still a sophomore in high school. But that's... So, yeah, I don't know too much about marriage law, but I'm pretty sure that 15-year-olds can't get married. With as old as your father is, I thought you'd be older. You're still a minor? Well, Christy is 10 years older than me. I was living with her in that apartment, but after she got married, I moved into my high school dorm. So it's true. Why don't you ask my dad to make sure? As much of a scumbag as he is, I'm sure he at least remembers how old his daughters are. I can't believe this. What I can't believe is you don't know anything about the children of the man you married. Well, you never came up in conversations. You're his first wife's children. You don't matter to our relationship. I only even knew how old your sister was because it came up during the discussions for her arranged marriage. You didn't think to ask about his other daughter's age? Like, oh, hey, by the way. Stop mocking me. You're such an easy target, though. Enough of this nonsense. What are we going to do about the wedding? Well, I'm terribly sorry, but I'm about to board the bus to go to my sister's new house to visit, so I'm going to go ahead and leave you to figure that out yourself. Natalie, wait. Look, you can take your time and get here, but I need you to be the bride today. You see, your father's company is... Well, it's doing terrible. They've been operating in the red for months now. But he finally found someone willing to provide it with some desperately needed funding, the groom's parents. So you see, you have to get married today. I mean, think about it. You don't want your father's company to collapse because of you, right? After all, if his company goes under, then your inheritance is going to shrink. You don't want that to happen. I was young at the time, so I don't remember all the details, but I'm pretty sure I remember legally renouncing any inheritance from my dad after my mom passed away. You did what? Are you mad? Nope. Actually, Mom's side of the family is way richer than Dad's, so I don't need to get a single cent from that lecherous old geezer. I'll be fine. Bye-bye now. I hope you enjoy the wedding. Hey there, Natalie. Are you enjoying your walk around the town? Yeah, this place is awesome. I'm getting kind of tired, though. I was thinking about heading back to your place to get some lunch. Are you still out at the store? Yeah, but I'm gonna be home pretty soon. Oh yeah, by the way, I got a message from Mom's lawyer this morning. Was it about the whole wedding thing yesterday? Yep, you guessed it. And I gotta tell you, what he told me was some of the best news I've gotten in a long time. Let's hear it then. It turns out that, yeah, Dad's company is on the brink of bankruptcy. Wow, so I guess that shriveled succubus wasn't kidding. And in order to get the company back in the black, he made a deal with the devil, or I guess, with the CEO of one of his company's biggest clients. The terms were this: get your older daughter to marry my 40-year-old son, and serve as his housekeeper and caretaker. Then and only then would he supply Dad's company with some much-needed funding. Jeez. And get this, when Dad and Jennifer stopped by that CEO's house to meet their, again, 40-year-old son, he was in his room, in his pajamas, playing video games and drinking energy drinks. When they tried to arrange for him to meet me before the wedding, he was like, "Nah, just let me see her picture to make sure she's not ugly." Holy moly, what made any of those people think that either you or I would consent to that kind of nightmarish marriage? I mean, that wouldn't be a marriage, we'd have been his babysitter. I guess maybe they were banking on us consenting out of compulsion in order to save Dad's company. Yeah, I bet that's it. Jennifer tried to scare me into going through with the marriage by saying that I'd lose my inheritance if Dad's company went under. What a bunch of creeps. Seriously, they're all the worst people imaginable. Uh-oh. What's up? Speak of the devil, she just texted me. Oh yeah? You gonna respond to her? No. How could you do this to me? You little brats, getting married and being a minor have ruined me. The groom's family is suing us. We're going to have to pay the full cost of the wedding. And the honeymoon. We planned out such an extravagant, luxurious vacation for you two. But that was canceled, and we have to pay for all of that, too. We're on the hook for a total of $50,000. How are we supposed to come up with that kind of money when your father's company is in the middle of a struggle for survival? Natalie, answer me this instant! If your dad loses his business, I'm going to lose my fabulous lifestyle. I can't let that happen. I won't. That virulent vulture, otherwise known as Jennifer, is apparently in her early 40s. She'd always dreamed of being the trophy wife of a wealthy businessman, but, I mean, if that was her goal, shouldn't she have done that sooner? You know, while she could still serve as a trophy wife? Oh well, I guess her brain is about as functional as her heart and soul. A few months after that last text, my dad's company officially filed for bankruptcy. A few weeks later, an expose on Dad's company came out in the local paper. The company had been bleeding its top talent ever since Dad got remarried to Jennifer. According to insider sources, the reason they all left is because Jennifer was using her position as the CEO's wife to boss all the other employees around, even threatening to get them fired if they disobeyed her. But did Dad ever think to tell Jennifer to knock it off? Nope, she couldn't possibly be the one responsible. After the bankruptcy, Dad and Jennifer went deep into debt. But even then, they were unable to leave their expensive spending habits behind. As a result, their debt just kept growing and growing and growing. The last I heard was that the two of them were escorted into a black panel van by a few large-looking men wearing trench coats and sunglasses. And neither of them has been heard from since. Hey, Grandma? It's Taylor. I'm really sorry to message you so late at night like this. Aren't you at home? I'm ringing the doorbell, but there's no answer. Are you asleep already? I wanted to message Dad, but Mom deleted his number from my phone and I didn't know who else to contact. Grandma, please help. Taylor? Oh, hey, Grandma. I guess you were asleep then? Oh, I'm so sorry if I woke you. I really didn't want to have to do this. No, I'm the one who should be apologizing, dear. I have my phone on silent while I sleep. Oh, I'm so sorry I missed your messages. It's fine. It's not your fault. I'm the one messaging you in the middle of the night. Anyway, dear, what on earth is going on here? Why would you message me begging for help in the middle of the night after we haven't spoken for 2 years? What's going on? Oh, it must be something urgent if you went out of your way to message me like this. Why on earth would you message me at this time? I'm outside your house right now. Huh? I've been ringing the doorbell, but did you deactivate it or something? I couldn't hear anything from the inside, and it doesn't really seem like anyone's here. Oh dear, oh Taylor, oh let me guess. Are you in Vermilion City right now? Yeah, of course. I'm outside your house in Vermilion City. And where's your mother? Isn't she with you? I came by myself on the last train. Listen to me, Taylor. I'm not there anymore. I moved to Pewter City a few months ago. Huh? Pewter City? I did tell your mom about it. Oh, didn't she tell you? This is the first time I'm hearing anything about it. Oh dear. Oh, I'm so sorry. I really should have messaged you directly. What should I do? I'm scared, Grandma. We're in the middle of a torrential downpour here, and it's freezing cold. So cold I can hardly move anymore. Oh my God. Oh, this is bad. Oh, don't panic, dear. I'm going to call you a taxi immediately. But Grandma, Pewter City's really far away, right? I used up the last of my money on the train fare. Don't worry about that. I'll let the taxi company know to get their money once you get to my house. Hang tight there for a little while longer, okay? Okay, Grandma. Got it. Thanks. Taylor, I'm sorry I kept you waiting. I booked a taxi with the taxi company around the corner from my old house. They should be there almost immediately. Oh, okay. Got it. I'll be awake until you arrive here, so don't hesitate to message me if you need anything, okay? All right. Thanks so much, Grandma. Chrissy! Huh? Is that my ex-mother-in-law? What do you want with me, Jill? Why would you message me after me and your son Jack already divorced 2 years back? Are you feeling lonely or something? What the hell do you think you're playing at, forcing your high school-age daughter to wander around outside in the middle of the night? I know what you did. Explain yourself. Excuse me? Did something happen with Taylor? Did something happen? You know damn well it did. Apparently, she didn't know I moved to Pewter City, and she messaged me desperately begging for help after she showed up outside my old house in the middle of the night. Huh? Hang on a sec. More importantly than that, how do you know my number? I've had it since before you and Jack divorced. Wait, you did? I didn't think it would be appropriate for me to message you since you won custody of Taylor over my son, and besides, I never had any particular reason to get in touch with you until now. So you probably didn't realize I had it, that's all. Oh, I see. Well, looks like I screwed up then. I must have been so busy blocking Jack after the divorce that I forgot to block you along with him. I woke up to a slew of messages begging for help and called her a taxi in a panic. But what on earth do you think you're playing at, Chrissy? This is unacceptable. Oh, I see. So she went to that grandma's house, did she? That grandma? I told her she was supposed to go to my mom's house, but I guess she got confused. I would have never guessed in a million years she'd show up at your old place. This is kind of hilarious. This is no laughing matter, young lady. Whatever. I guess if you're going to be taking her in now, everything worked out for the best. Worked out for the best? Which part of this situation do you think is positive? Enough beating around the bush, Chrissy. Explain yourself to me. Why did my granddaughter show up outside my house in the middle of the night in the freezing cold and pouring rain? Yeah, take a chill pill already, would ya? I'm on vacation in the Bahamas with my boyfriend right now. What? Your boyfriend? Is this a different person to the guy you destroyed your marriage by cheating on my son with? Sure it is, but me and Jack are divorced now, so I'm free to date whoever the hell I want. What's the problem with that? You don't have any right to go sticking your nose into my love life. You're right, I don't. It's not my business, and I have no intention of prying. But when my granddaughter shows up outside my old house in the middle of the night begging for help, that makes me involved. Wait a second. You didn't leave that poor girl all on her own to go on vacation with your boyfriend, did you? Jeez, Jill, what is with you? She's in high school now, so she's more than capable of watching the house by herself for a measly 2 weeks. Are you trying to stunt her growth or something? You have to give kids of that age responsibilities so they can learn the ways of the world. I was doing her a favor. What? You left my granddaughter on her own for 2 weeks? Chill out, would ya? It's not like she was gonna starve. I did leave her $10 for food, you know. $10? You left her $10 to get by on for a whole 2 weeks? Would you quit overreacting to everything I say? It's making me cringe. What on earth are you saying? She wouldn't even be able to afford a sandwich per day on that much. Do you have any idea how expensive food is these days? Yeah, well, actually, it turns out she did message me saying she was struggling for food, which is why I told her to go to her grandma's place. But for some reason, she got the wrong end of the stick and thought I was talking about you, her dad's mom. Like, why would I mean you when you haven't spoken for 2 years? I swear, that girl can be so dense sometimes. How is it that you're completely glossing over the fact you left your high school-age daughter on her own for 2 weeks? You made her so desperate she felt she had no choice but to beg for my help in the middle of the night. I didn't tell her to go in the night. It's not my fault she's impatient. Like I told you, I am currently enjoying a lavish holiday in the Bahamas with my boyfriend. You're kind of annoying me now, so we're gonna have to call this conversation a day here. But I can trust you to take care of Taylor while I'm gone, right? Thanks, Jill. You're a real star. Well, of course I'm not going to leave her alone, but what the hell? Do you seriously think it's acceptable to abandon your responsibilities as a mother like this? Aha! I just remembered. I told her she'd get some food if she asked her grandma for help. So make sure you make her a nice hearty meal, okay? It'd be a shame if you let your granddaughter down now, don't you think? She's your responsibility now. But you're her mother. You fought so desperately for custody during the divorce. Why would you act so recklessly and irresponsibly now? This makes no sense. Please, Jill, would you quit lecturing me already? You act like you're still my mother-in-law. I swear it's so cringe. That's not the point. Would you stop trying to deflect and answer my questions for once? My boyfriend and I will be away for another 10 days, so I'm gonna need you to look after Taylor until we get back. You'll be a darling and do that for me, won't you, Jill? 10 days? You mean you intend to completely ignore the situation you've created here to carry on and enjoy your vacation? Oopsie. Sorry, Jill, but I'm gonna have to go. John Paul is calling me to the bedroom. Something tells me we're about to have some steamy fun, if you catch my drift. Toodles! No, Chrissy, you stop right there. Wait! Hey, Grandma? The taxi driver said we just arrived at Pewter City. Got it. I'm waiting for you out on the front porch. Okay. Grandma? Yes? I don't feel too good. I keep getting these shivers. What? I kind of already felt like I was getting a cold before I messaged you, but I think I might have a fever now. Oh no! Oopsie, silly me, I can be so forgetful sometimes. I meant to tell you this before, but I need to make it clear that I will not be giving you any money to cover the costs of looking after Taylor. This might have all come about due to a misunderstanding, but the end result is that you get to spend some time with your granddaughter despite the fact your son lost custody of her in divorce court. You must be over the moon to get the chance to spend money on her like this, right? Go on. You can celebrate by spoiling her rotten. You should know that your daughter, Taylor, she just got rushed to the hospital in an ambulance. Huh? What the... I know she was bound to look a little different after us not seeing each other for 2 years, but I had no idea she'd look like this. I barely recognized her when the taxi showed up at my house. I can't believe how skinny you let her get." "Oh, that? Oh, don't be silly, I just put her on a little diet, that's all." "I don't want to hear your excuses, and I don't believe you. I have to go to the hospital with her now, so you won't hear from me until things have settled down." "Wait, what? No." "Hello, Jill, are you there? I came back to the States yesterday. Can I have Taylor back soon?" "Not happening." "What? Why not?" "I remember you told me some crap about her being taken to the hospital, but that was almost 2 weeks ago. Surely she's better now." "Yes, you're right. She's absolutely fine now. She was feeling very drained and lethargic, so they kept her in for a few days while carrying out some tests, but she got discharged around a week ago." "Then why won't you give her back?" "Because she doesn't want to go back to you." "What? What did you just say?" "Taylor told me everything. You've been spending Jack's child support payments, which were obviously supposed to go towards looking after Taylor, entirely on yourself, haven't you?" You weren't even feeding her properly. You failed in your responsibilities as a mother, and you no longer have any right to be one." "Who the hell do you think you are? I am that girl's mother and legal guardian, and I won full custody of her in court, so quit sticking your nose in where it doesn't belong. I can report you to the cops for abducting her if you'd like." "Fine, go ahead. I can call Child Protective Services if you like." "Ugh, god damn you. Of course, I'll have Taylor's testimony on everything you did to her. Then there's the fact you left her with a measly $10 to feed herself on for a whole 2 weeks while you went on a luxury vacation with your boyfriend. She's a high school student, Jill, not a goddamn baby. There's nothing wrong with leaving her to watch the house every now and then. She's even got a part-time job." "I know. And I also know you confiscated all her wages every time she got paid. What the hell do you think you're playing at? I want answers, Chrissy." "Huh? Even if we accept that Taylor is very mature and independent for her age, that doesn't justify leaving her all on her own for 2 weeks with a poxy $10 to look after herself with. 16 or not, she's ultimately still a child, which means it's your responsibility as her mother to protect her safety and well-being. You're messed up in the head at the point that you think it's acceptable to go on vacation when your daughter tells you she's coming down with a cold. You're not fit to be a mother." "What?" Jack's in full agreement with me on this one. "And what in the heck does this have to do with that jerkwad? In case you forgot, I won custody of Taylor because Jack was deemed by the judge to be unable to provide an appropriate environment to look after a child in. So why the hell would his opinion suddenly matter now after all this time?" "Enough of this nonsense. Since you finally arrived home, allow me to convey my intentions going forward." "Huh? Why so formal all of a sudden?" "Regarding the reason I moved to Pewter City, Jack was recently placed on a long-term work transfer here at his company's new branch office. His company provided him with a generously large apartment, which he very kindly invited me to live with him in." "Oh, so that's why? Great, well, I don't care. Why would you even bore me with this crap? It's your life, Jill. You're free to do whatever you like." "Oh, I see. You don't understand the implications of what I just said and are in fact just as dim-witted as I thought. In that case, allow me to explain." "What? Hey, quit being so horrible." "Me? Horrible? You've got some very selective definitions, Chrissy." "Ugh, go on then, tell me." "To put it simply, Jack is now capable of providing a suitable environment for looking after a child." "Huh? I would hope you already know this, but legally speaking, a child has the right to choose which parent they live with when they reach the age of 16. Taylor's in high school now, and as you know, she recently turned 16. Wait a sec. No way. Yes, way. Me and Jack are currently in talks with a lawyer regarding changing her legal guardian. I'm sure the fact that you've been spending all her child support money on yourself will be taken into consideration when the decision is made. No. Wait a second. It wasn't like that. I did that for Taylor. Oh, think about it. If I'm happy, then she's happy, right? And when I spend money on myself, I'm happy. Which means it was in Taylor's best interests. You have a disgustingly warped view of the world, young lady. Anyways, let's not get sidetracked here, okay? Where I'm going with this is that once Jack takes custody, you'll be paying him child support until Taylor reaches adulthood. What? No way, I can't do that. I'd have to get a job to keep up with that. Oh my God, I won't be able to live. Yes, that's right. It would appear all of our lives are about to get very busy. We're counting on you, Chrissy. No, please. Oh, this can't be happening. Jill, I have no money. Damn it, Jill! A few days later, my son Jack took custody of Taylor. With that, she moved to Pewter City to live with us in his new apartment. It would have just about been possible for her to carry on going to the same high school if that was what she wanted, but she decided to switch schools and go to one in Pewter City instead. She's always been great at making friends. She already gets on super well with her classmates, who all adore her, and is enjoying life at her new school. As for Chrissy, who lost the right to call herself a mother with her despicable actions, she did find herself a part-time job, which she stayed at for a little while, but between the fact she's been stealing my son's child support payments as well as confiscating Taylor's wages from her part-time job, it wasn't enough to keep up with her new outgoings, and she plunged into the depths of financial hardship in the blink of an eye. Her boyfriend broke up with her, and she was left no choice but to move back in with her parents out in the countryside. It turns out they're decent people, but they were obviously livid with their daughter and forced her to get a job at a local factory to keep up with the child support payments. Not only that, but they even made her get a part-time night shift job on top of it. Now she spends her days in abject misery, wondering how she managed to screw everything up so badly.